Welcome to Doki-Doki Literature Club Part 4. No one's going to die. I did have to play through the entire game again, but I had an autoclick, so I was fine. Wow. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expect this one to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but I decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry. I gently roll it up to take it with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about at the event. I'm way more excited for it to be over than I can spend time, so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Siva, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared for that all the poems. Okay, I just had to make sure I am in the right place. They must be the ones prepared. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems he's performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like, and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on a day this important, she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking, but maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her, Siva. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging that this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez, you don't know the full story after all. Don't worry. I probably know a little more than you think. Uh, Monica's being friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped through Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Oh my god! I know it's best for you. I listened to everything she said to me. I show you how much I love you. I finished writing this poem. But a poem never actually finished. It just stops moving. Ah, what is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Siva, what's wrong? Ah, nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to go get Sayori. So, uh, well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself, Monica calls out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder at for theory. It's not that big of a deal. At least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her every day. I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs, and what I want to give her. I reach Theory's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori, she really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house? That really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori, wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a branch of breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Say, oh shit, she's dead! Oh no! What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. I refuse to believe this. There's no way this can be real. Mary wouldn't do this. Everything was normal until a few days ago. There's no way. I can't believe my eyes. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Theoria I'd be there for her. I told her I know what's best, and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her. I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it was for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This was my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her, like it always has been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do can bring her back. Isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never, 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 never. Well, oh, well, that's interesting. Uh, I think that's Monica. It's looking awfully suspicious. New game plus, let's go. Oh, hearing voices from the void right now. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is OEUTLTELLY, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just saw an idol in front of the crosswalk and let OEUTLTITELLY catch up to me. I can't. Oh, I think it's trying to say something. An ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just being just content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime like the shut-in I am. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. Not in this time of existence. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Club. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but start with the anime club. Siva? Oh! Ah! It's just Monica. I guess my brain is just playing tricks on me. Those cursed alternative timelines and universes. They're messing with me. Ah, Monica. Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, hasn't it? Ah, yeah, it has. Like a year. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little. What? Why? What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've been looking for supplies for my club. Do you happen to know if there are any construction papers in here? Or markers? I guess I could check in the closet. You're in the debate club, right? Ha ha ha. About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prefer the events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new club. The a literature club. Nothing bad ever happened in the literature club. It's an ordinary school club. No one will be harmed in the process. Literature. That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? Um, it's actually kind of embarrassing, but there are only three of us so far. Really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that, but it's not really that boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything from reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of our members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hmm. Hey, Siva, by any chance, are you looking for a club to join? Ah, I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could come to do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but you could at the very least visit my club. It would make me really happy. Please? Uh, um, well, I guess there's no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Ha! Awesome. You really, you're really sweet, Siva. You know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. I am the most important person in the world. I am more important than the president. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I feel like cupcakes would be better, though. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back! And I brought a guest with me. He's only the most important person in the world. Uh, uh, a guest? Seriously, you brought a boy? You just ruined the synergy of the classroom. How dare you? Way to kill the atmosphere, too. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Siva. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. I wish they were dudes, but, you know, I'll take what I can get, I guess. So let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? Huh? What? No, I'm not. I like men. Natsuki. The girl with sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. The small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual, and this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet the both of you. So I ran into Siva in a classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, don't. Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to. Well, you know, sorry, sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why didn't you come sit down, Siva? The girls have a few desks arranged into form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make sure the club is fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are really interested in putting out a lot of effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes cool events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such a different girl, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us and begins setting down the teapot in the middle. I can read, I swear. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea really make you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Uh, that's not insulted. Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. I'm a trusting person. Well, tea and reading might be a pastime of mine, but I at least I read that thing entirely incorrectly. I know I said I can read. Um, well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Siva, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, uh, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering this. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you? Oh boy, here we go again. Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on and on and on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements that immerse you. That stories with deep psychological elements usually immerses me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Ah, I read horror books once. I definitely grasp something I can relate to at a minimum level. To be a little polite, at this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a box of rocks. I expected that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is so often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, I just. Natsuki's eyes dart to over me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were looking on a poem called Don't Say That Out Loud, you fiend! And give that back! Fine, fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Uh, well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them with them sometimes? No. Natsuki's eyes. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not very confident writer yet. Just like me. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you were to, maybe if you share them, maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. It's better than sliced bread. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Um, I mean, I thought it was a good idea. I thought it would be better than sliced bread, but I guess nothing can truly beat sliced bread as an invention. Single-handedly the greatest idea in all of human history. Well, I guess you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for us all to do to participate in together. Redundancy. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Siva? Hold on, there's one tiny problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. They're going to kill me for that. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made my decision. Or any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, um, I lose my train of thought. All three girls threw at me with dejected eyes. They hate me. I ain't secure enough for this. B- But I'm sorry. I thought. Uh, these girls exchange glances between Monica and turn back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Siva. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need four, and I've been trying really hard to find new members. Like, really, really hard. And if we don't find one before the festival, I am defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I was terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. They would hate me. They would send hitmen to my house. And besides, the club itself is actually pretty relaxed. I'd vibe here. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful women, right? Okay, you guys have convinced me. I've decided that I'll join the literature club. No one will die. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Eva? Yeah, it could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after this, I would be super pissed. Siva, I am so happy we're friends. We can make an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. Oh, hold on. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Ah, uh, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring for the next school or for the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Siva, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. Well, I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. No one else. There's not a fourth person. Even if I do feel like something's missing. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. Although, I feel like I've done this before. And I guess I that starts with writing a poem. Apparently. Mm. Special poem? Of course I would like to that's blood. Today I cut my skin open for the first time. It was exhilarating. I think I understand how it feels now. I'm supposed to be the responsible one. So I don't think I'll be doing it again, unless I decide to kill myself. I left a memento for the occasion below. Interesting. He looked kinda depressed. Uh, Oh, only 35 minutes? Yeah, I guess I can call it. Yeah, yeah, I'm not gonna ruin the consistency. That's it for this week. I had to play the entire game again because I messed up last time. Won't happen again, you can trust me.